Hello, everybody. How's it going? So, how sick are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're just faking it, and 10 you're gonna die. How sick are you right now?
Maybe 7. I'm kind of going downhill.
7. So you think in a couple hours you'll be like around an 8, maybe?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll approach 10 where you'll die? Is this a possibility?
Possibility.
Yeah.
Possibility.
So what ails you, my friend? Is it just your head?
Well, right now, you can't see this because we're talking, but my face is flushed. There's nothing but heat generating from my cheeks. I can physically feel that. I'm tired and fatigued. Just getting up out of this booth and walking around makes me tired. I kind of just feel like going to sleep right now.
Are you achy? Or not achy, just tired?
Well, I'm always achy because we go to the gym during the week, so I'm always achy, so I can't really take that into consideration. I just get really tired really quickly just from doing a simple thing like getting up and walking.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hey, you got any home remedies?
Oh.
Or your grandmammy never said take a teaspoon of honey and a pinch of salt and
Just a hot toddy.
what?
Hot toddy.
What's a hot toddy? Hot toddy? What's a hot toddy? What is that?
Brandy. Usually you can mix it with tea, but it's basically brandy, honey. You microwave it to where, or basically you get it nice and cool, and you sip it, and it'll make you sweat the shit out.
Wait a minute. So you take honey and brandy, or tea,
Yeah.
heat it up, then you let it cool. Then
No,
you drink it.
you drink it while it's warm.
Okay. And it makes you sweat it out.
Yep. You never had one?
No. My dad gave me whiskey when I was a kid one time. I didn't even drink it all. I spit it back out.
It's either whiskey or brandy that goes into the hot toddy. There's tea. There's a little bit of honey. You drink it while you're warm, and then while it's warm, and then probably within like 5-10 minutes afterwards,
Yeah.
your body generates a whole bunch of heat, and you just start sweating the shit out.
Because of the alcohol. I guess.
And the heat warming up your ears.
Right. And the honey is to coat the cough, maybe, to help suppress that, maybe.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird, man. Hot toddy. Why do they call it a toddy?
Oh,
Or
that's just what they call
Is it
it.
like an acronym or something?
Oh.
That's weird, man.
You can look it up online.
I might have to Google hot toddy. It's a family recipe there.
This is really not a family recipe because everybody, at least up north, knows what a hot toddy is.
All right. Well, I'm not from up there. I'm from down this way. So I've never heard of
A couple
hot
people
toddy.
down here know what it is. So.
Yeah. A little hot toddy. And it works. You're saying definitely where you sweat it out and then you're good in a couple hours and the next day? Or?
Like if you sweat it out, you're literally sweating for almost like an hour or two, and you feel like $1 million afterwards.
So you're saying this works for sure. There's really no middle ground. Are you going to take a hot toddy tonight when you get home?
Debating that, yes. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat.
He is. He's blowing his boogers all over the place. Rough shape, man.
I'm in rough
Did you
shape.
wake up feeling like shit, or it just started happening?
I've been like this all week. It's just usually I pop a Benadryl, and it gets me through my work day, and then I'm fine. Popped a Benadryl today, and there's really no improvement.
Remember yesterday you said the Benadryl wore off and you started feeling like shit?
Yeah. And then I went to the gym,
Yeah.
got the adrenaline going, so I felt fine, and now
Think you make it in the gym tonight? You don't know yet?
don't know. See how the day progresses.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
If I start feeling better and more energetic, yes.
Oh,
If
man.
I start going further downhill,
Right.
nah. Definitely not. I'm going to probably go home and then crawl in bed.
Sleep. Sleep and have sweats in your sheets. You sweat all over your sheets.
Yep. Lie in my filth.
You might even throw up on yourself. Piss a little bit. No, you won't piss a little bit.
No, I won't pee or throw up. Well, I can't guarantee throwing up, but I won't pee myself.
No. You're going to be able to hold it in, huh?
No.
That's good.
I have not shit myself yet. I can gladly say I have not shit myself
Like
yet.
that time I shit myself and sent you a picture of it. You like that? And I had that neurovirus and I had the diarrhea everywhere.
That was quite
You were
disgusting.
eating lunch and you looked at it. I looked like honey mustard in my pants. Can't help it, man. I gotta torture you, man.
It's quite disgusting.
You got torture. I can't help it.
Every time you message me, I wonder if it's going to be a poo picture or not.
So,
You got me scared every
yeah.
time my finger hovers over your name, and it's like, should I click it?
You don't know, but you're terrified. You don't know if you see I text you, it's like, holy shit, what could this possibly be? It's like, is that why sometimes I ask you, did you get my text? You say no. You just delete it right away because you're so worried it could be something bad.
I just don't look at it.
Just don't even look at it. Oh, it's pretty bad, man.
Like it's one thing if we're holding a conversation,
Right.
and we're going back and forth, then yeah, I'll look at it right away. But if it's been like a long pause
And out of the blue.
for like 2 hours, 3 hours, haven't heard anything, and then out of the blue there's one little message. It's like, should I click it? Should I not?
To click or not to click? That is the question.
Yes.
Damn, that's funny, man. You gotta keep on your toes. You never know what you're gonna get from me. That is, that's funny.
Could be a picture of some dude holding his junk. I don't know.
Yeah, I've sent you all kinds of moody stuff. Did I ever see that one where the dude's got he's lacing up his tennis shoes, and he doesn't have any pants on, and I go, hey, you want to go for a jog? Did you seen that one?
Yes.
Yeah, you like that one, did you?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. I like that one. Not like look at that naked dude. Put on his tennis shoes.
Speaking of naked dudes and naked chicks, there's a little village called Cypress Cove that's down here in Florida.
Yes.
That is the nudist colony.
It's the village of Nudai.
Yeah.
Beautiful in there. Well, I guess if you're into Sharpays, it's that kind of beautiful in there. But there's people who actually live there. There's people who visit there. There's people who bring their RVs. There's people there's like kind of like apartments in there too. You can rent. I mean, it's full blown nudity. Walking all over the place, naked as hell.
Yeah. When it gets cold, like it is now, it's where it drops to like the 50s and 60s. They usually just wear a sweater, but still no pants.
No pants.
Can't figure that out.
You can't wear pants. It's against the law in there. So if you walk around there with your clothes on, they look at you funny. They're like, who's this intruder? Who's this intruder in our culture? Yeah, it gets crazy in there, man. It definitely does, dude. I tell you, first time I ever rolled in there, I was with Courtney. You didn't want to be in there. I'll tell him I'll come in for backup. Go in there and do some work. First stop, dude was mowing his grass with a little push mower. He had tennis shoes on and a watch. That's all he had on. And he had a huge dick. I mean, this thing was like, god damn, look at the size of that dick. It was so impressive. I was like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't stop staring at his dick. I was like, look at this fucking thing, man. You know, and the old lady was there with her boobies hanging out. And he came over just as friendly as he could be, man. And lo and behold, he ended up being from my hometown. And then it was all over. Courtney's like, man, you just talking to him like nothing happened. I forgot he was naked. I said, we just started shooting the shit, hit it off, man. You know? And then there was this one guy who was like a fat bastard. He came over. He had like a crazy eye and stuff. He was buck-ass naked. He's like, I got some trouble over here. Think you can help me? I was like, yeah, I'll help you out. And I went up in his little trailer, and Jesus Christ, man. I went behind him, and he was taking a couple steps up, and his butt crack opened up, and I seen his butthole. And then he sat down on the couch, man, and like his balls and his wiener were like all aggravated looking. Oh, it was a terrible experience. But you can't go in there without them talking to you, man. Nice people. I wouldn't shit on them. Just the culture I'm not quite 100% sure about, but
Yeah, even I feel uncomfortable walking in there, but I've kind of gotten used to it over the years, having to service and do maintenance work in there.
the one thing I could say to try to explain it, imagine your everyday life, just naked. Imagine walking your dog, naked. Imagine playing tennis with your friends, naked. Imagine drinking a beer outside of your RV, naked. Imagine getting the mail, naked. That's all it is. And for them, it's an everyday, it's whatever it is in that culture, man, it doesn't bother them at all. And so they'd be rolling around naked. And there's a fence and a wall that goes up all the way around this community, so people can't be spying on them and stuff. But
Little looky-loos.
the little looky-loos and stuff. And they also have Nudapalooza.
Yep.
Right?
Concerts every year.
I think, yeah. I think one year we had Garth Brooks there, and maybe Nickelback or something. I'm not quite sure, man. Something crazy like that. Pretty big place for nudist colony, and there's people, like I said, there's people who actually live there, and people who just visit, who just rent the lots out and stuff. Families too. I mean, and it's nothing. I mean, you would think it's a perversion, but when you go in and you meet them, you don't get that vibe. You just get the vibe that they don't like wearing clothes. That's it. You don't get the vibe like they're a pervert or anything.
Well, you're basically born that way.
Well, you're born that way. Yeah, it's true, man. So you can't help it if you're naked. You know what I'm saying? When you're born. So that's an interesting place. It's right in the middle where you don't think it would have been. And I wonder, there used to be a beach, I don't know if it's still a nudist beach now, it's called Playlanda over on the East Coast. And I don't know if it's still that or not, but I used to have a buddy who used to go there all the time, man. He was a young dude at the time, too. And he told me it was mostly just a bunch of old dudes out there, naked as hell. And then he continued his reign of nakedness on other beaches where you're not supposed to be naked. I got arrested. So what happened, his story was that he was on this one beach, and there was nobody around. You could see people there really far away, so he loved sunbathing. He liked to go out there, sit, lay down in a towel, naked, sunbathe, and read a book. That was like his thing. He's a real intellectual type, you know. So he goes on this beach, takes his pants off, laying there naked, no one around. Here comes a mom and her kid. Right, got the whole goddamn beach, miles and miles of beach. He's like, she posted up like not even 20, 30 feet from me. He's like, so I had to put a towel over myself. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, you couldn't find somewhere else to go. But he put a towel over him because he didn't want to get his pants on right away because she would see it. So he's like, shit. So he put a towel on. And so he said he's sitting there minding his own business, reading his book. And the kid comes over and starts playing around him and stuff. And he said, hey, just get out of here, kid, because he didn't have any pants on. He didn't want no problems, man. So the kid kept coming over, kept on coming over. And he said, listen, you got to get out of here. Knock it off, man. Go play with your mom. Get out of here, you know. Kicking sand on him and shit. And so he eventually said, hey, lady, can you come get your kid, man? He's ruining this for me. I'm trying to read my book. So she comes over, notices he doesn't have any pants on, calls him a pervert, leaves the beach. He thinks everything's cool, right? Next thing you know, here goes the popo. They fucking slap cuffs on his fucking ass. They take him to jail, right, for indecent exposure or some shit like that. His mother had passed away prior to this, so his only guardian he could reach out to, man, was his grandmother. And the dude's like, I think at this point in time, I think he's 20, 21 years. No, he's like 20, I think. They reached out his goddamn grandma had to come get him, and he said they wouldn't let him have pants. They just left him in the towel and threw him in jail. And the only thing I know he has a towel, so his grandma showed up. He was just wearing a towel. That was it. They took his pants and his sandals and the other towel that he was on, and they took it, and then had to give it back to him after he got bailed out of jail. So that's some shit, man. I was like, God damn. He's like, I said, well, for one, he probably shouldn't have been naked on the beach. For two, I feel your pain. You know, they didn't have to come there and give you a hard time and shit. But one time I was at the beach. I was like, I'll hit the beach before I go to work, man. And I go walking out on the beach and stuff. I don't know if I told you this or not, man. And we're out there just jumping. I just want to jump in the water, man. Get a little sun on me, get a little salt water on my skin. And I look to my left, and there's a bunch of Korean kids. And I look to my right, and there's a black dude just swimming, mind his own business and stuff. I waved at him, he waved at me, waved at the Koreans. And next thing you know, man, I look up, and there's a cop yelling at me. Come out on the beach. Get out there, come here. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So what did I do wrong? He's like, it's not you. He's like, it's this guy. And he pointed at a black dude. I said, what's he doing? He's like, he ain't got no clothes on. I was like, get the fuck out. He's like, yeah, go down that way. Get out of here. It's all right. So I went to go hang out with the Koreans. And I said, you guys what's going on? They're like, yeah, he's naked. I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. And so the cops are yelling, like, get out of the goddamn water. Get out of the goddamn water. Yelling at him and shit. Next thing you know, like, I think his family showed up. Because all of a sudden there was other black people that showed up and they were saying, just come out of the water. And he just was splashed around like they weren't even there. Like he was totally ignoring them, right? Like totally ignoring it. The fact that he was being yelled at. Next thing you know, there's like 5 cops there. All yelling at this dude. They go in the water and they drag his naked ass out of the water. They put him, they handcuff him, they put him on like kind of like a gurney, I guess. Handcuff him, butt ass naked, and then they put a towel over his butt, and they just hauled his ass right off the beach. Took him to jail, man. I said, God damn, what the fuck? Dude, he just mind his own business, man. He wasn't doing nothing. I mean, he was naked, but it's not like he was really doing anything lewd, you know what I mean? I didn't even know he was naked. I was swimming next to him. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things, man. You're at the beach. I mean, I've been at the beach at night, dude, and you can't. I mean, there's people out there fucking, bro. It's the beach, man. You go out there at night, you got to do something, right? You go out there, you're gonna get drunk, you're gonna get high, you're gonna do some fucking. Or if you're crazy fuck like me, you go swimming in the water. and take your chances with the sharks, which is an enlightening experience. You find out a lot about yourself, man, when you go into the ocean at night. You get out there, swim out there a little ways, man. Turn around, look at all the lights along the beach. You know, the hotels and the apartments and stuff, and some street lights if you can see them. It's a different experience, man. Sobering. It's a little terrifying when you first do it, but that is feeding time for sharks. And it is idiotic to do that. But you never know what you're made out of unless you do shit like that, man. I always kind of liked it. Until something brushes against your leg and you just piss all over yourself. But, knock on wood, never been attacked by a shark. As many times as I've been in the ocean, never been attacked by a shark, man. So, how many times you been at the beach, man? You go to the beach a lot?
I don't really go to the beach that much.
No.
I'm a land-based mammal. I really don't like to get wet.
You don't like get wet? Why?
I mean, it's one thing getting wet, taking a shower, or getting into a jacuzzi or something like that, but other than that, I really don't like getting wet.
So if you go to the beach, you just stay on the sand, you don't go in the water?
I'll go in the water. I'll probably go like knee deep. That's about it. Other than that, I really don't. I don't know. I don't like being wet. It's my thing. I don't know why. Just don't care for it.
Is it yucky?
I just don't like going to the beach either.
Because it's hot?
Usually, yeah.
That sand burns your feet, don't it?
It does.
It's a motherfucker, isn't it, dude? You gotta learn how to walk fast, man.
Ow, 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 ow,
Ow,
ow.
ow. God damn it.
And then trying to walk back to the car. Ow, 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 ow,
Oh,
ow,
yeah.
ow, ow.
Yeah, put your flippity flops on, man. That seems to help a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't even like sand in my flip-flops when I'm walking either.
You don't have a choice when you're on the beach.
I know.
That's why they got showers up on the pier there, so you hose yourself off. Don't do that. You don't hose yourself off when you get out on the beach.
No.
You just jump back in your car all sandy.
Yep.
Then you drive home. Then you wash yourself off.
No.
You don't wash. You just go to bed.
I just kind of like dry it. Wait, if my feet are wet, I wait till they dry. I knock off the sand and that's there. Other than that, no.
You don't go to the shower heads they got there and hose the sand on your butt crack and all that.
No.
That's what that's for.
Yeah.
And it probably make your experience a little bit better.
Well, when I was at Puerto Rico, I was fascinated. Me and my cousin were fascinated because we're at the hotel. We're in the pool area. Right next to the pool area, they have the showers and the hoses because they have the beach. It's all like salt water, sandy water, and all that stuff. Some chick actually grabbed the hose that's for your feet and crammed it up her hoo-ha.
She crammed it inside of herself?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god!
Lifted up she lifted up the.
And shoved it inside of her?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was trying to wash everything out. Me and my cousin just started cracking up, laughing.
Why you saying gets up there, man? I mean, I've seen chicks put it in their bathing suit, but never shoved it up inside of them. I mean, I've shoved it down the backside of my pants to get all the sand on my asshole.
I see. That's another sensation. I don't like the sand, all that stuff. Like in my crevices. That's why I don't like the beach.
It just chafes you too much.
I'm a land-based mammal. That's where I stay.
Yeah. You never would be a sailor or anything like that?
Nope.
Go out and sailboat with a little scarf on and stuff?
Nope.
You want to do none of that? You like going on cruises?
I've been only on one cruise, and that was when I was 16. So I was too young for the fun stuff, and I was too old for the kid stuff. So
Sucks.
yeah, for me it did.
Did you ever do it again?
I've never been since that time.
So would you even consider going on a cruise?
I don't know.
Would you go on a singles cruise?
Probably not. It's the whole comfort zone.
Well,
Again, I have to push myself past my comfort
but
zone.
you're traveling on a boat with a bunch of other singles. There's nowhere to run and hide. Except for your cabin. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
No. You're not big, but you don't fish out here, do you? You used to fish back home, but you really don't fish out here.
Don't fish, I don't hunt.
You don't do nothing down here.
But I did all that stuff back when I lived in Wisconsin, growing up. But
So-
I don't do any of that down here.
So you came down here and just stopped doing that shit.
Pretty much.
Why?
Just different lifestyle.
It's too hot outside.
Different lifestyle. It's too hot, too humid.
A lot of mosquitoes.
No, there's more mosquitoes in Wisconsin than there are down
What?
here.
Are you serious? How
I
they
mean,
survive the winter?
everybody says that there's, complains about the mosquito population down here, but that's why they have that truck at night that rolls around spraying the shit.
You're right.
I barely ever see mosquitoes down here. You see a shitload up north during summer.
Well, how do they survive the winter though?
They basically, during summer, they reproduce, they lay their eggs,
Yeah.
the eggs get buried in the sand,
Okay.
or in the dirt and that. And then after everything, they kind of go in like a hibernation almost. And then after
They go in a cryo sleep.
pretty much.
The eggs go in a cryo sleep.
As soon as it starts melting, as soon as the snow all melts and that,
Okay.
that's when they start popping up.
I'm surprised they survive the winter like that, man.
And they do,
Wow.
shockingly, they do.
Wow, Jesus, man. I would never guess, man. I thought mosquitoes were only a southern problem.
Nope.
They got them up top too.
Yeah, yeah.
damn.
They usually make fun of it because they say like the state bird's a mosquito.
Is it?
That's funny.
I always thought you guys were big on ticks and Lyme disease.
Well, we are. That's one thing I noticed down here compared to living back up north in Wisconsin is we have ticks and that.
Right.
I have not seen one yet down here.
Oh, they're here.
Are they?
I used to get them on me, man. When I go fishing and stuff. Oh yeah, dude. Looking miserable, man.
Yeah, I've not seen, not experienced one down here.
No,
yet.
no. We went to New York one time, and we seen a bunch of them, a bunch of deer that were infested with the ticks, and I'd never seen anything like that down here. I've had dogs that's gotten ticks on them and stuff, but it was never like an infestation. It was always like they had 3 or 4 or something. I could just pick them off.
Now, how did you get rid of the?
Okay, there's different ways. One, if you can catch them before they bury too deep, you can actually take some needle nose pliers or some what do they call those things? Little pinchers, for taking out splinters. What do they call those things?
Tweezers.
Tweezers, right? You can pull them out. If they're buried too deep in you can take fingernail polish remover and put that on there. And then somebody told me you could take a lighter to their bodies and make them pop, but that doesn't get the head out of your body. But if you take fingernail polish remover and wipe it on them, they'll back out because this shit hurts them or something.
Huh.
And then when they back out, you fucking grab them.
Yeah, we usually just pull them off.
Yeah, but that's catching them before they get too deep, right?
Yeah.
But if they get buried too deep in you, then it's like you could try pulling them, their little head will snap off and stay inside of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kinda crazy.
Then we used to burn, either flush them down the toilet or we used to burn them with matches. And when you burn them with a match, you can hear them go. And it's like you hear it screaming a little bit, and then it goes. It's funny because it makes that little pop sound.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a little cloud of smoke, and it comes off its body. It's like, wow, that was cool. I liked it.
I hope I get another tick so I can pop that bitch.
It's like. And a little puff of smoke.
Oh god, you ever had chiggers before?
I don't even know what that is.
No, they're like these little bugs that'll burrow under your skin. And they'll get on you, man. And it's like, I'm sure you've rolled through fiberglass at one time or another through insulation.
Itches, yeah.
Like that, dude. But it's miserable. Same thing, man. You could take a. We used to when we would go fishing we would get like fishing excursions. We'd be out in the high grass for a while fishing for like days. We come back and we have to take an Epsom salt bath. Take an Epsom salt bath that's supposed to kill them. And also you can do the fingernail polish remover too if you know where you got them. Same thing, it'll kill them off. But we used to take rubber bands and tie rubber bands around our pant legs to keep it from getting it, but they still got in. You know, it's still, if they want it in, they're going to get on you. Weird stuff, man.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy stuff, man. But I've got more fleas inside people's houses than I ever did outside.
That's true. Fleas, bed bugs.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
I didn't even, I always thought that those were like little wives' tales and shit like that people made up. Not until I moved down here did I ever experience all that shit.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Florida is just a petri dish of all kinds of shit. Like, I mean, you got weird insects, fucking all kinds of critters that'll just maim you and kill you. And
Yeah.
it's a swamp.
Even all your insects down here are all poisonous. Almost everything down here is poisonous.
Dangerous going outside, isn't it?
Up north, you didn't have to worry about that
You
shit.
guys had rattlesnakes, right?
Yeah.
Tell the story about the rattlesnakes.
They introduced timber rattlers, which were not originally from Wisconsin,
Okay.
to kill the turkey population.
Okay, because there was a turkey issue.
Yeah.
what the hell would a turkey? What kind of issue would a turkey present to a community?
I don't know.
But someone,
All they have to do is just open up a turkey shoot more than once a year, and
you're done.
yeah.
So somebody thought it'd be a good idea to go get timber rattlers, which aren't even native to Wisconsin,
Correct.
and turn them loose on turkeys.
Yes.
I don't understand that. So now there's timber.
Neither do I.
Now there's timber rattlers all over Wisconsin. Now.
The only real poisonous thing other than that up there was brown recluses. You'd find those in your basements, which you find down here too.
Right.
That's another thing. Between down here and up north, we had basements. Down here, due to the ground level and the sea level, you can't have basements.
Right.
There are rare homes, and then I say rare, that actually have basements. So I've been to one.
That's because they built the property up high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a hill.
Yeah, so they're below. Yeah, they're above the sea level. It's interesting how that works out, man. God damn, that timber rattler story, that's crazy. That's always baffled me. Every time you told me, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you thought that was a good idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the same people that run the government for that state, and when they're having their meetings, because I witnessed this back when I was in high school, back when they were trying to cut funding for small towns and that for schools, and they wanted everybody to conglomerate all together into bigger cities and that. They wanted to cut funding for the small schools. They're having their little meetings, and a lot of people are just off on their own, like either reading a paper or joking around, not even listening to whatever the hell's
they're
going
just fucking
on.
off, basically. They're fucking
basically.
off. Wow.
So it's the government. That's basically what they do, and they're in charge of that state, which is, to me, it's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad.
So now a timber rattler can get, what, 6 feet long or something like that? 6 feet, maybe?
No, they're only small. They're small. They're like 6 or 8 inches.
That's it?
But they're basically of the rattlesnake family.
Right. But how the hell are they going to eat a turkey? They're not big enough to eat a turkey. I know their mouths come apart and all that, but there's no way they can eat a full-grown ass turkey.
See, I think it's more or less like killing of the babies.
The eggs and babies and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's better than the anacondas, right? Dumping them motherfuckers loose everywhere. Just wait till the day comes, man. Wait till the day comes when you see a goddamn boa constrictor or something out here. It's coming, man. You're going to come across that one day.
The thing is, you have to find find a species that can survive the winter and hibernate like bears do.
Right.
So that's where I think that's where
the logic came from.
The logic came from.
So what they would do is they would bury underground, right? Timber rattlers? They'd bury underground?
They'd probably have to, yeah.
Okay. Because I saw a rattlesnake one time, pygmy rattlesnake one time, like buried right in the dirt like a worm. I was like, holy shit, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Like, it's buried right in the ground like a worm. Then it made me paranoid, because I'm like, where's he going to pop up at? I was like, it's time to go. It's time to go. Usually they're really aggressive, and this one, man, he was like skittish, man. And he went whoop, right down, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, he could pop up anywhere, man. You know? Like that movie, Tremors. Oh, it's about that time to go. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up, dude. Well, there you go. Another little, whatever you want to call this. So anyway, tune in next time. Also, what's today's date, man?
22nd.
Today's the 22nd. Tonight we're also
Of
January's. So tonight we're going to be filming or recording at least 2 to 3 more podcasts. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff. When it goes up, that's entirely up to Danny, by the way. So anyway, you guys have a good one, and go fuck yourself.